Hello, peoples. Moon. Cool. So, great day. Hello, Caitlin, if you're watching. Went to a thing for my online school. It was an event at a place. Met people, made friends, had a good time. Played Hangman on how to use Newman ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis and anti-disestablishmentarianism, so that was fun. One of the kids actually knew it. I kind of figured, given the place, it was like assisted learning kind of some things, I figured someone would know Newman ultramicroscopic silicovolcaniconiosis, given the knowledge set of the majority of people there are probably quite obscure and niche. Like one person likes reptiles, one person's like D&D. So I assumed someone would know the longest word in the world. I mean, there's just some tidbits of knowledge you expect those kinds of people to know. Like if you asked me the fastest car or plane in the world, I'd probably know that. Or some weird history fact, like something, I don't know. I don't like history that much. Like, see, thing with history and physics is I like the concepts of them. Like, ooh, that's cool. And then you go into, so this physics equation looks like this. X plus, nope, shut up. Show me the cool thing, don't break down the equation. It's also interesting, I noticed it now and I noticed it before on my New Year's video. After interacting with certain people for a long time, my mindset has temporarily changed. So I still have a sort of conversational and general mindset regarding people I was recently talking with in the environment I was in, which is different from my normal environment. So I talk differently, I say different things, my tone is different, I feel different. You know, it's kind of interesting. Which doesn't happen much because most of the time I just stay inside and do the same things. So you see that side of me. But it's different. I want to walk on the road. No cars coming. Road time. Boom. I want to sprint down this road. Huh. One side is a lot more worn than the other. That's interesting. Pretty fun to see just how long the dashes are. A lot longer on highways. They're like super long, but on the road they seem a lot shorter. Frogs. Okay, take the turn lane, I suppose. I don't know, I'll be a car. Turn lane. And then blinker. Oh, there's a car coming. Okay, let's not die. So, yeah. Good day. Otherwise, went to the chiropractor. Was going to go to the gym, but it is Friday of spring break. So, you can assume the reason why we did not go there. Which is unfortunate, because I haven't been in a week. So, it's now been 7 days since I went to the gym. And since we don't go on weekends due to my parents hiking, Monday is when I'll go there next. Which is a total of 8 days of waiting. Well, 9 days of waiting. My basic math is subpar. Moon. Small van, big van. I want to sprint again. I always want to sprint. But hopefully, with my improving stamina throughout the next 2 months, I will be able to sprint with no repercussions. Looking forward to that. I also get the random urge to just lift one of these up. I don't know why. It's kind of fun. Even though it's not fun, but I don't know. It's just kind of, it's an urge. It's not that difficult. You can just stick one middle finger in there and get it up. Or index. Yeah, middle's easiest, obviously. It's your strongest finger, aside from your thumb, I believe. But good luck sticking your thumb in that hole and curling it around like that to lift it. That's just terrible. But yeah, a lot of people there had similarities. Talked to someone who reminded me of a chiropractor. They have my mom's name spelled differently on their hats. They love Toyota. Met someone who disliked algebra like I did and just shared general personality traits similar to me. I got compared to multiple people. Very strange. Almost surreal, but not quite to the point of being surreal where it feels weird. Just kind of interesting. More of a surface level interesting rather than a emotional or psychological level interesting, you know. Matrix. Don't know why Corolla hatch exists when that thing exists, because the Corolla hatch is on a hatch, and the Corolla Cross is an SUV, not a Corolla. It's not a car, it's not a Corolla. Crossover should not exist. They only exist to appeal to the market, which obviously I'm not a marketer. I'd be a terrible marketer. I try to appeal logically. Though one idea I do have, which I think would be successful to most people, would make a 70s style ad. That'd be so cool. Because it'd be nostalgic for all the old people. It'd be very interesting. I'd probably make some memes or posts on Instagram like, oh, look at this thing they're doing. Just advertise it like you do, like the brand new Chick-fil-A burger, only $1.99 at your local Chick-fil-A. Just have older film styles and voices and all that stuff. That gets some attention. I think it worked pretty well. And obviously, because it's 70s style, I would like it in the first place. As I do. So yeah. But overall, my marketing idea is straight to the point, logical. Just if you make a good product, I know it's not what appeals to most people, but what would you rather see? The new Colgate toothpaste. It brightens your okay, shut up. I know your toothpaste. Or, hey, look. So okay, first 5 seconds are unskippable, so you have to listen. Just basic contrasting things, not fancy animations. Just say, look, this Boca toothpaste has nanohydroxyapatite. Ooh, I should have done that for the Hangman, dang it. So, nanohydroxyapatite. It repairs your enamel, is synthetic. It also has xylitol, which helps with gum sensitivity. And it's also organic. There's nothing bad. Here are the reasons why it's not bad. Then once you have their attention, the part that is skippable, you just list the other good reasons why it's not bad. Like Lay's. Ooh, it's salty. Okay, it's also bad for you. High sodium, non-organic. Yeah, okay. You can't say that in the ad. But if you make a legitimately good product, then you can just advertise what's good about it. Which is kind of sad. You don't see them doing that. Like if I see an Annie's ad, which I don't really. Annie's doesn't advertise much, but they're a good brand. You don't really see them like the typical, look, kids are eating our cheddar bunnies. They're happy. How about advertise the fact that you're a much healthier brand compared to the majority of other people? You have organic and gluten-free options. Do that. Obviously, that's appealing to the small market people who like that, but that's an extra market you can get. So I'm not sure how ads like that work. I guess it gets into your subconscious. Look, if you buy this, you'll be happy. Band-Aid. You're telling me by putting a device over your injury, which all it does is help heal it and not get infected, makes your life better? I mean, I don't get turned on by Band-Aids, but pretty sure most people don't either. So, yeah, I mean, that's just the world in general. The world appeals to most people. Primarily Americans. Sorry, not the world. Americans are different. We're the weirdos. We're the ones that do things differently. And I'm adapted to myself, intelligence, creativity, logic, accuracy, efficiency, etc. Not to bright colors. That's one thing I hate about concepts. I make a lot of game concepts. I've made almost 100 across many different games. Actually, including the paper ones, I have made over 100. Most of them have been on Reddit, though. And my brilliant concept, well thought out, perfectly fitting, 2 upvotes. But a shitty concept for something basic, my favorite example is Minecraft Dungeons, a shield. So it's literally the Minecraft shield. And guess what the attack is? 3 seconds. 2. 1. A shield bash. Wow, who could have guessed? But because they included a really crappy drawing of it, 300 upvotes. Oh my god. I know Reddit's a bad example. Redditors are horribly stupid. Had another interesting interaction with one who just enjoyed. Betas are weird. I'm not going to talk about them right now. They're good. I could just walk a little further and talk about them later. But Redditors and people in general include an image with colors, even if the concept sucks. Hundreds of upvotes. Make a good concept, ignored, because text, I don't want to read that. Ew. Even if it's text in an image, they'll read it over text in a text post. Which is unfortunate. A lot of my concepts go unnoticed, especially in Trove. Instead of blocking me, people decided to just downvote every post I made, even though all my concepts are great. And not a ton of them. They even said stuff like, did you know there's a block button? Oh wow. You can block me and not see my posts? Wow. If only there was some way you could not see my posts so you didn't have to see them. Oh, wait, right. You can block people. Just do that. But, once again, Reddit. Trying to act like Reddit is a place of sanity is stupid. It's not. It's across the street, so it's not repetitive. You can hear the water in the sewers. Or storm drains, technically. But anyways, so yeah, baiters. Talked to one particularly. I've seen multiple times in subreddits and other places. Like, so let's say something stupid. For instance, ham and cheese sandwich is overrated. To get people to disagree and say, haha, I baited you. Okay, first of all, what is funny about that? If someone were to say to me, the SR-71 Blackbird is stupid, obviously I'm going to counteract that. Even if they know it's not, they're just saying that to lie and get my reaction. What did you just want people to disagree with you? That's the goal? Oh my god, someone disagreed with me? How thrilling. Oh, wait, gotta cross the street again. Hold on. So that's just obviously ridiculous. But then, it's like, you're not clever. I could just walk up to my dad and say, classic rock sucks. No, it doesn't. I baited. Okay, I just lied. It's a basic lie. There's nothing clever about that. And it's not funny. And in fact, all it does is just start conflict and make unnecessary conflict between people, especially in communities. If there's baiters everywhere, then you just can't go to a community without going to comments and someone saying something stupid and then saying, haha, baited. Even if you're trying to help them. Like, for instance, if you're in a community about planes, SR-71 sucks. Actually, it was pretty cool. Haha, baited. I just tried to inform you of why it was cool. I don't see how you outplayed me in any way, but okay. They're just annoying, but once again, Reddit. Lord, anytime I try to think of any bad thing that comes from Reddit, I forget that I'm talking about Reddit. And of course, it does somewhat apply to the world, but primarily Reddit. Lovely cesspool. I wish there was a different platform, just like Reddit, where I can find communities of my own people, scroll through posts, make my own posts, you know. There are some similar things to it, like Twitter and Instagram, but nah, not really. So yeah, 11 minutes, 25 seconds. Not bad for going that far. Typically the ones that walk around this much are like 12 minutes. Oh, it's gonna be 12 minutes by the time I get back, unless I run. Glad I did not run. I was gonna be out of breath. My heart beat though. I was like, ooh, I could run. I wanted to run. I like running. Running's fun. Jumping's fun. Movement is fun. I like velocity. Momentum of any kind, whether it be it spinning, jumping, running, diving, rolling. It's fun. I like speed. Speed, velocity, momentum, etc. I'd love to be a fighter pilot. Not necessarily like a fighter pilot as an occupation, but rather just be in the seat of one. Because you get speed, you get G's, you get crazy turns, you know. I wouldn't want to black out. Actually, maybe I would. Hell, fun story. I think I've told it before, but I'll tell it again because it's relevant right now. So hanging, like dead hanging, kind of made me lose blood in my brain and gave me a sort of high, and I enjoyed that. So at the gym, I hung a little too long and blacked out for a second. So that's the only time I've ever blacked out. That was interesting. It was definitely a weird experience. You just go, what? It's just kind of like you're just there, and then you're here now. It's like, oh shit, I just blacked out. So, hope you enjoyed as always, and God bless.